You could not make this stuff up if you tried. Today we had a judge who apologized to the suspect in the events that took place at the Correspondents Dinner. Yep, you heard me right. A judge apologized to the pew pewer. I'm going to read this, don't want to get any of it wrong. During a court hearing today, a U.S. magistrate judge, Judge Zia M. Faruqi, apologized to Cole Thomas Allen. He is the man accused of attempting to assassinate President Trump at the White House Correspondents Dinner. While being in jail, Cole Thomas Allen has been placed on unalive watch. He was being held in a safe cell. The judge just found that unacceptable. Here is the unbelievable statement to Allen from the judge. Whatever you've been through, I apologize for that now. The judge went on to compare the incarceration of the J6ers to Cole Thomas Allen and how Allen was being treated differently than the J6ers. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I would bet you that this judge is a Trump hater too. Y'all have a wonderful evening. God bless you.
I think we should all be outraged that someone tried to allegedly kill the president of the United States and members of his cabinet. This political violence that is going on must be confronted. This divisiveness in this country in terms of politics must be confronted. And what we also must...
Yes, this is going viral on social media. I don't know if you've seen this, extremely concerning. Bama Link George is now facing mass calls to be removed from the bench after he apologized to Colin, who tried to the president. The judge is feeling bad for this will be as Farag was appointed by Obama appointee. Imagine that. A federal judge apologized to the man accused of attempting to sack the president today for the being treated by J officials since he was arrested. Judge handled some of the January 6 cases and said about Allen, quote, he is being treated differently than anyone I have ever observed. This is absurd. A lot of people don't see this to be okay. I don't know. Let's get some details from
the courthouse to answer why that possibly was. Mike?
Yes, Sandra, good afternoon to you. Judge Zia Faruqi apologized to suspect Cole Allen for the treatment he's received so far while he's been behind bars. He's been put on watch by the Department of Corrections, and the judge was asking why. An attorney for the government said that he was put on suicide watch because he told FBI agents the night of the White House Correspondents' Dinner attack that he didn't expect to survive, and his language suggested that he really was not expecting to survive his trip to Washington, D.C., and the ultimate incident where he allegedly showed up with President Trump. He's been charged with that crime, but the judge very concerned about his constitutional rights, saying the defendant has requested a Bible, has requested meetings with his legal team, and that has not been allowed. He's been put in restrictive 24-hour lockup with no windows in a padded room without an opportunity to get out for recreation. And so the judge making it clear to the Department of Corrections that he wants answers by tomorrow morning about exactly what the housing determination will be made for the suspect in this case, out of grave concern about his constitutional rights, and that apology issued near the end of the hearing. And so quite a moment just moments ago in federal court. Bottom line, the Department of Corrections said they wanted to make sure that he survived, that this is a high-profile case, and all involved acknowledged it is a high-profile case. But again, the judge concerned about the treatment he's gotten since he was arrested after the White House correspondent.
Federal prosecutor Jonathan Fahey. John, let's start with a quick fact check on the judge here. It's my recollection, in fact, that several defendants from January 6th did exist inside of solitary confinement. Well, the judge said they got soft treatment compared to this would-be. That's actually not the history.
That's not true at all. They got very harsh treatment and very harsh treatment relative to their crimes. Remember, they weren't all charged with the president. But what makes us, what this judge is doing is so outrageous. Remember, it's only been, 8 or 9 days since this happened. And this judge is really acting like he's the concierge rather than the judge in this case. He wants to get him a better cell and everything else. But these prison officials, the marshal's job is to keep him safe and to keep him safe from himself and other people. And we know he planned an attack, which he believed he would likely.
Yes, when something like this happens, a lot of people will go digging to actually bring out some facts about a lot of informations are now coming out about this judge. He's a Pakistani. And what I see on X is extremely concerning. This guy tried to take away the life of the president and his officials. And this man sees like, why should he be treated this way? I don't know if you should have companion to someone that is like this. People have the right to question that this judge should be removed. Yeah, because this is absurd. Now linked to Obama appointees is something that everyone is start questioning on social media. I saw this. I was like, imagine if this could have happened.
Guys, right now, federal judges are out of control. Check out this right here. Cole Allen, the guy that just tried President Trump and his entire cabinet at the White House Correspondents Dinner, and he shot a Secret Service agent in the chest. We now have a federal judge who's apologizing to him. Our country's suffering right now because we have these rogue, radical, liberal judges who have compassion for the criminal, but not the victim. I served as a Navy SEAL, and as a law enforcement officer, I hunt, so I know what evil looks like, and I know that criminals like this should be treated harshly, not apologized to. I have zero compassion for liberal judges who live in their gated communities while they release criminals into our neighborhoods. Compassion belongs to the victims, not the criminals. Our country will no longer be held hostage by these left-wing radicals.
I believe you heard him. This is how everybody is thinking right now. They start questioning the whole case. Yeah, because if you start already thinking this way, then tell me if people would trust the end result of this case. It gets crazy every single time. I understand what the judge is struggling to do here, but sometimes bringing in comparison to J6, and this is a total different scenario here. I don't want to go into justification about everything, but I'm just saying what he's trying to do, not to be okay.
As I told many of you on Friday afternoon, I thought that would be my last time taking your questions until after my maternity leave. But given the attempted action of the president and, quote, top Trump administration officials at the White House Correspondents Association dinner on Saturday evening, I felt it was prudent to be here today to answer your questions and inform the American people about how the administration is responding to yet another attempt on President Trump's life.
Is that the so-called White House press secretary, who's a disgrace, she's a stone-cold liar, had the nerve to stand up there and read talking points being critical of statements all taken out of context. In the new Congress, we're going to have to do something about this Supreme decision by this illegitimate.
I think I'm going to end here. I don't want to make the video long. I want to appreciate people supporting, sharing out the videos. As of the short clips at the end, that is for what you can always keep.
And his family.
MAGA extremists have said
freedom of the press.
Someone should get to the bottom of that.
Inaugural Burger King.
Eric Holder on that, not that many.
Our democracy, but right now they are under threat.
The process of political gerrymandering, I think, is damaging to Congress. Gerrymandering means citizens' voices,
Commonwealth, but for our
gerrymandering and ensure that our
the midterms.
And we're counting on you.
It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining.
World than they have right now. Everybody in that room, as was noted by the press secretary, has his cell phone number, and lo and behold, He answers their call. No.
But, you know, the president traditionally, I mean, this is why Trump, a lot of people say this is why he ran for president. Obama just tore him a new asshole from the podium, and now he's going to get a chance.
Security officers, some of them climbing over.
At the correspondents.
America great again, and you've made
the win in yesterday's redistricting.
It's going to lose their congressional representation. How do you think?
Minutes until the First Lady brought them back with her surprise statement last week.
How does this benefit?
I'm an actor. I'm an actor. Creative content.
Why are you not looking forward to the White House fight?
Well, it's kind of a gimmick.
I have 300.